D. Air crackled with anticipation as the young warrior stepped into the training yard. His name was Arcturus, son of a renowned hero and the spitting image of his father at that age. The villagers, all gathered around, held their breath as he unsheathed his sword, its polished surface reflecting the fiery determination in his eyes. Today was the day he would earn his title as a true hero, a day that would be etched in the annals of the village's history. It all began when the tyrannical Lord Malachi descended upon their peaceful valley. He demanded half of every family's land for an exorbitant tax, a price they couldn't afford. And so, under the cloak of a new moon, he seized what he was owed, leaving the villagers demoralized and hopeless. Hope, however, was not lost, for there was a prophecy. An ancient legend foretold the rise of a golden warrior who would banish darkness and bring light back to their lives. This golden warrior would be the savior, the champion of the people. Their champion was none other than Arclight, the son of the village hero. As the years passed, Arcturus trained relentlessly, honing his skills in the art of war, learning the ways of strategy and tactics. Under the tutelage of his father, he grew into a formidable young warrior, ready to face any challenge. His father, noticing the darkness that had fallen over the valley, knew it was time to pass on the mantle. It was time for Arcturus to step into the light and become the hero the village needed. And so on this momentous day in the training yard, as Arcturus prepared to face his first opponent, the entire village watched, their hopes and dreams resting on his young shoulders. His first opponent was a hulking brute named Bruno, a man twice his size. Bruno sneered, thinking it an easy fight, but Arcturus surprised him with a swiftness born from years of training. In a move that was both graceful and powerful, Arcturus disarmed Bruno, the crowd roaring their approval. With each opponent he faced, Arcturus fought with the precision of a seasoned warrior, his movements fluid and deadly. His sword flashed in the sunlight, a golden blur that seemed almost magical to the awestruck onlookers. Finally, it was time for the last fight. Standing before him was a towering figure, the village strongman, a man whose strength was spoken of in hushed tones. But Arcturus, undeterred, met the man's challenge with a fearless grin. As the two warriors clashed, the ground trembled. The strong man, taken aback by Arcturus's strength, growled in frustration. But our hero, drawing upon the cheers of the villagers, fought with a vigor that seemed to know no bounds. After a grueling battle, during which the fate of the village hung in the balance, Arcturus emerged victorious. With the last enemy vanquished, the crowd erupted into cheers, their voices echoing through the valley. Arcturus, his chest heaving, his muscles glistening with sweat and blood, raised his sword towards the heavens. The villagers, their faces alight with joy and gratitude, shouted, "You are our hero, Arcturus, son of a hero." In that moment, the prophecy was fulfilled. The Golden Warrior had triumphed. Word of Arcturus's bravery spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of the very people he had saved. The villagers, inspired by their champion, began to rebuild their lives, their spirits lifted by the promise of a brighter future. As for Arcturus, he became a beacon of hope, a symbol of the triumph of good over evil. He proved that even in the darkest of times, the light of courage and determination can shine through, proving that sometimes all it takes is one hero to change everything. Many moons passed, each one bringing with it tales of Arcturus's valor and triumph. His deeds became legendary, whispered around campfires, and sung by bards in taverns. The people looked back at the tyranny of Lord Malachi as a bad dream, a nightmare made distant by their champion's valor.